So I think we all know FX Alex G.
Ok, manito, aquí no cogemos ese. Si te pasa, tu galleta.
He's a very successful trader from Miami and he has his own signal service. I saw that he was closing it down and he was just opening it for 1 more month. So I bought it to see if it was worth it. Today we're going over the results of the past 2 weeks where I tried passing my funded challenge using his signals. Let's get into the video. Okay, so I'll open MetaTrader on my phone where I can go through the trades. Are you guys excited to see where the account is on? Let's find out right now. Bam, this is the account. So I started with a 20k account and as you can see, we are on the profit. So let's see which trades we took and let's analyze them, why we took them. A quick disclaimer, I don't know if he's sending out his signals himself or if he's working with someone that is helping him with it. But on the other side, it doesn't really matter because he's still putting his name on it. So the first one was a sell limit on Euro USD. It was the 7th of February. By the way guys, the way I'm approaching this challenge, because as you know or maybe you're not, signal services, they say TP1 hit, TP2 hit, TP3 hit, TP4 hit, and they keep going on like that. So even with a 1/1 risk to reward ratio, they count it as a win because it is a 1/1 TP1 hit, right? I'm not doing that because a 1/1, come on, like what are we doing? I'm doing the 1/2. So instead of guessing and just always going for the 1/4 or 1/3, I'm just taking the 1/2s. I think we will have the most hit rate with that. And I think we can book the best results using the 1/2 method. So that is what I did during this challenge. To give all transparency, I missed 2 trades. One of them was a loser and one of them was a winner. So I think it evens out more and less. And I have 18 days left on the challenge. So I will make a part 2 from this video to follow up if we pass the account or not. So guys, let's analyze these trades and let's learn from these trades. Entry was at 07 and the stop loss was at 713. Okay, this is actually 1/3, but I have to clarify something. There were times that I entered late in his signals and I would only enter late if it was beneficial for me to do so. So if price would be higher than his signal was that he sent it out, I would still enter the trade. If it was lower, I would just let it go. In this case, we were higher. That's why the stop loss is 6 pips. I think he always uses the 10 pip stop loss on the signal service. So that's why this is a 1/3. Okay, so I see why they took the trade, why they took them. Because of this zone right here, the supply and demand zone. Bam. They tend to use supply and demand zones all the time when they're trading. I think that's the strategy they are using on EU. We had a huge decline down. Nothing wrong with the trade. I don't know what happened here. I can't remember. It wasn't news, if I'm correctly. So I don't remember what happened here. It was a huge impulse anyway, especially on EU. This is, let me see. See, this is 76 pips in 30 minutes on EU. That's crazy. That's crazy. So yeah, this trade, I won't say it was bad. I would not have taken it because it is not in my entry time zones. But other than that, I think it's just a clean supply and demand trade. Then the next one was a win. It was the 9th of February. Our entry was at 87.6. Damn, right here. And our stop loss was at 94.4. Again, a late entry. Or maybe they use smaller stop losses. I don't really know. So this was the trade. As you can see, we didn't make 400 on it. And I was risking 1%. While looking back at it, I think it is because we are only risking 6 pips. And I was thinking that we were risking 10 pips. So that might have been the problem here. Because we did 17 pips instead of 20 that we needed in order to reach our 400 or 2% gain. Okay, so maybe that was a miscalculation on my end that we missed out on some profits on these trades. But that's no worries. Damn, if we would have held it on, it was a crazy trade. It was a really, I would say, risky trade to take it right here. It was really catching the top from this move. But it worked out. It worked out really well. And they used this zone right here. And it worked out really well. So yeah, this was a very clean trade that we took. And by the way guys, I'm going quite fast through these because these are not my trades, this is not my strategy. I can't really teach you a lot about this, but I think most of you were just interested in the results anyway. And it was actually quite fun for me to do because I started out with signals, or I started out with IML, actually. Yeah, I was one of them. And then I went on to signals. That is how I made my first money in Forex and how I lost all of my money in Forex at the beginning, at least. So yeah, it's really funny to come back to this, what I used to do, like trading signals and everything, and ridiculous. Guys, please, you can make money with signals, definitely. You can definitely make money with signals, but I would recommend to just trade your own way and learn to trade yourself. Yeah, it's again a 6 pip stop loss. Okay, that was completely my fault. That was completely my fault. And that TP2 is also a 2.5 odd trade instead of, I thought, a 1/2 trade. Okay. Yeah, guys, so that is legit something else with copying trades. You don't really know what you're doing. You don't really know what you're doing. You're just copying the trades, and I didn't even calculate the risk reward on it. So there was also a really nice trade, a 1/3. Then we had some losers. Okay, this was my trade. This was a 1/2 trade. Yeah, don't really know where they went for with this trade. Maybe off this zone. I can't really tell. I wouldn't have taken myself, if I'm honest. Look, guys, on the 15 minute, this was a really easy indication that we were going long. You have your low, you have your high, you have your higher low, higher high, higher low. So we are clearly in a bullish structure. I don't know why we're selling right here. I really don't know why we're selling right here. Based off this, maybe. That's my only guess, that we're just selling based off that zone right there, but I can't really tell. If you want to sell off a zone like this, at least for me, I indeed want to see this. But then I want to see some internal structure being shifted or something like that. At least some confirmation for me that I know, okay, we're going bearish right now. Then the second one was a couple of days later, and that was right here. Again, a very questionable trade. I really don't know why we are taking a short right here. I can't really tell you guys. I really can't tell you. So, okay, if we are seeing something like this happening, please don't sell at the bottom. You're just in the utmost premium area you're selling. So you want to wait for retracement up and then you sell them down. So yeah, there was a really easy trade in here, and that was in this area, but not right here. So guys, remember, if you see a big impulse like this going down, always wait for price to come back into your discount. So to come back into your optimal trade entry above your 50%, and preferably into an order block or something like that to confirm your entry. And you want to see a big reaction out of the order block or out of the fair value gap. Then you want to see a pullback of some kind while there is internal structure being broken. So just let me do this real quick. I really can't. I really want to teach you guys. If I'm seeing something like this, it is just mind-boggling to me how this can happen. How can this happen on a signal service? Like I said, I'm not here to judge, or I'm not here to talk about other people's way of trading and teaching. Maybe there was something right here for them to enter. I don't know. But for you, right? If you want to have the highest probability chance of succeeding in trading, if you see something like this, it is going very, very bearish. You know we're going bearish. We have our high, low, lower high, lower low. So we are in a bearish market structure. We had no pullback at all. Nothing right here, right? Nothing. So we want to see a pullback to the 50% at least. Take your Fibonacci, draw it on, 50%. So what is the area that we're looking for to sell? This area right here, basically, is what I'm looking for to sell. Everything above the optimal trade entry. You can also take it like this, but I like it like this. Let's make this another color real quick. Okay, so this is our entry area, right? Then we are searching for fair value gaps and order blocks. And I'm just going to stay on the 15, right? To simplify it the most possible way that I can possibly imagine. So fair value gaps, we have one right here. By the way, guys, excuse the mess that I made on this chart. Let me clean it up a bit. Bam, 15-minute fair value gap. Damn. This fair value gap. This is the only fair value gap in this whole leg that existed, right? And maybe debatably one up here. As you can see, this fair value gap has been filled. When do I count the fair value gap filled? Is when it has been filled for more than 50%. That is when I don't look at it anymore. So this one right here, filled for more than 50%, I don't look at it anymore. Because we don't have any other fair value gaps, we're going to search for order blocks. An order block, guys, you can basically see it the most easy way. Black, blue, black, 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 black. So the candle in the opposite color that created or caused a big move behind that candle is an order block. So this one right here is an order block. I always draw my order blocks from wick to wick like this. This one right here is also an order block, but because they're so close to each other, I'm using this one. You could also see it this way, because this will most probably be an hourly order block. So now our zone has become a lot smaller. It is like this. This is the zone that we are looking for entries. So you take your box, you're minimizing it, right? You're minimizing it. Bam. By the way, guys, I hope you don't find it annoying that I'm just teaching something real quick about order blocks and everything, because I know it is a video about signals, but I just can't help myself to explain this real quick, you know. I will make a video about this where I'll explain it more in detail, but this is just real quick for you guys that you know what to look for and just don't sell at the bottom. So then you put your entry right here, you put your stop loss above the high of above the order block, you target the lows. And that's basically your trade, right? That's basically your trade. I'm waffling too much. I need to go further with the video and go further with the signals. I don't even know where we were at. What was this? The 15th of February. Okay, guys, I'm not going to go over all of them anymore. Let me just do the last one that we did, the 23rd of February. It was a win, and as you can see, this was a big winner, but this had nothing to do with my target. I didn't go for a bigger target, if I remember correctly. I think I just risked more, as I did in the trade before that one. I got out for some reason at 5867. I got out right here. Maybe, if I'm remembering correctly, I didn't put in my take profits before we went here. I put my take profit when we already passed this bit of price action, and I just closed it manually around here, I think. I think that's what happened. But yeah, this is quite of a nice trade. As I was telling you guys, always look at the structure. So you have your high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. I know he entered right here, but our preferred entry would be right here. So that will be your new lower high. So guys, what are my final thoughts about the signal service of Alex? I quite liked it. They also have a really cool app that they use where they send the signals in. I doubt that he is sending them out themselves. That is something that I dislike. I don't know, of course, maybe he is. I know for a fact that he used to, at least. I don't know if he is now, because I don't know if he trades EU at all. But so far, it looks really promising, and I think we will manage to pass the account if I risk manage properly, and if I go to risk more when I need to in the last week. I think that will be a key factor if we are going to pass the challenge or not. Do I think you should buy signals of Alex? I don't know if you can still buy them. As I said, they were closing down, or just anyone else. I don't know. If you know what you're doing, and if you realize that you will still have to need to learn how to trade on the side while you're doing the signals, and analyze every single trade that they put out to see why they took them and their reasoning behind it, if they're not doing that themselves, of course, then signals can be beneficial for sure. Then signals can for sure be beneficial if you are practicing and learning from them. If you're not doing anything like that at all, then I would stay away from signals, and I would stay away from Forex and trading in general if you're not practicing and learning how to trade. Because if this trader that is so good in trading and giving you all the signals is going away or just quitting with it like Alex, what the heck are you going to do then? So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like down below if you did. Have you ever tried signals? And if so, from who? I'm really curious to hear about your stories and your experiences with signals. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye guys.